We got an update for you on the Epstein situation. I don't even know. It's not really an investigation. It's a lot of things all tied together. You have the two guards who apparently fell asleep in the Manhattan Correctional Facility here in New York City. And then Epstein killed himself while they were asleep, and they altered the logs somehow to cover up what had happened. We're supposed to believe it's all a coincidence. We're being told that they fell asleep. It was an accident. I mean, if there was one time in the careers of these two guards not to fall asleep, it was this time, and they fell asleep. It strikes me as a little coincidental that this happened with this particular prisoner who might have had, and now we'll never really know, information in his head about pedophilia and some of the most powerful people, wealthy people, influential people in the world. It's just very coincidental. And I really liked, I saw a clip from Tucker Carlson's show recently. It was an old clip where he points out that when you upset the state, the big S state, if you're Roger Stone, they send SWAT teams in your house to humiliate you and they tip off CNN. Remember that when CNN was like, we just got lucky. What a bunch of liars. The place is such a disgrace. It's disgusting. But they humiliated Roger Stone. They sent armed people. They could have just called and said, turn yourself in tomorrow. You're under arrest. 100% chance that Roger Stone would have said, all right, I'll be in court tomorrow, or I'll be in the station house or whatever it is tomorrow. But no, they sent people in at 6 a.m. with guns and more guns to terrify him and create a spectacle. But Epstein was allowed to turn himself in. Epstein, the first time around, was given the most pampered treatment of anybody you've ever heard of in prison. And he was trafficking in, I believe, over 34 victims have been identified. Young girls. How can anyone look at that part of our system and not say there's really something wrong here? Why are we supposed to always be, we're supposed to be quiet and believe the system is good and fair and there's no, only by the way, when the system is crushing Republicans all the time, then the system is great. But we see what goes on here with Epstein. And we're told, well, no, you have to believe it. You have to think that they knew what they were doing here somehow. And if you ask too many questions about who in power influenced this whole process, then you're a conspiracy theorist. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's the case at all. I'm still wondering when there'll be more information, more evidence out there about Epstein. By the way, the British royal, is it Prince Andrew, right? That's the one, the second son of Queen Elizabeth. His PR director or whatever the guy's title was resigned before the BBC interview. So clearly he knew that this was not going to go well. And yet he did that interview anyway. And then it's still pretty stunning to me that there's not more curiosity among journalists with so many of these pieces out there. And I'm telling you, it's because they know, there's a sense that they know that digging too deep with the Epstein thing could lead to places that a lot of lib journos just don't want to go. Forget about all the underage victims for the lib journos. That's not worth the risk here if it could really damage one political party a whole lot.